Hello everyone, my name is Mary Irwin and I'm a working makeup artist, and this is my basic professional makeup kit tour. This is the top part. It has the skincare mother load. I also carry these Cogendo foundations, the spa wipes for removing makeup that I absolutely love, a Jade roller from Herbivore, a fan to dry various things, some little mini trash bags, a brush holder, a Sharpie to keep track of all sorts of things, this metal palette for mixing, Viseart Grande Pro 1. I also have lashes, I have individually packaged eye masks, these alcohol wipes, and these blotting sheets from Alcone. This little guy is full of the skincare that I use on probably 90% of the talent that sits in my chair. It's all small travel sizes, and nothing opens directly into the product, which means there's less likelihood of contamination. It's the product that I find works on almost everyone's skin type, and then if somebody has specific needs, I have my giant bag of targeted skincare. But these are the items that I find I end up using the most. I have two different eye creams because they're two very different textures and finishes. One is heavy, one is very light. This is the mothership of all my skincare. I carry a lot of different options in here. I have 3 different kinds of makeup removers. I have 3 different kinds of face sprays depending on what my needs are. I carry 5 different moisturizers and serums because not everyone's skin is the same. I'm not a big primer person, so I pretty much only use the Air Atelier or the Viseart, but I do carry a couple of different mattifying and pore filling options as well. I have all sorts of assorted tools in here. Lash curlers and combs, different tweezers, organic cotton from Cogendo, a magnifying card to see details, and you don't see this in the video, but I keep 2 pencil sharpeners, one for lips and one for eyes. I also do carry 5 different types of cotton swabs because they do different things. Some are more tightly packed than others, and the small ones and pointy ones are great for detail work. Everything here I keep in boxes that seal shut for sanitation reasons. I carry 2 formulas of liquid. I carry the Cogendo My Shani, which is more of a gel cream, and I carry the Pat McGrath foundation, which is a beautiful finish coverage, a little heavier than MAC Face and Body, but with those 6 colors, I have yet to find a human being that I can't match. Clearly, I like a cream foundation. I find that they're a little more customizable than a liquid. You can shear them out to look similar, or you can apply them full strength for more coverage. I've got the Tom Ford, the Le Maquillage Pro, there's some Sean Richards in there, there's Danessa Myricks, there's Christopher Buckle, there's Cozzetti, there's even some drugstore ones, there's Black Opal. I really don't care about the brand, I care about the formula and the quality of the pigment. That makes the difference to me. I love cream blushes and highlighters. There's a delicateness to the finish that you just can't get with powder, but you need to be aware of your sanitation when you use these, as cream harbors bacteria more easily than powder. These are all of my creamy and liquid concealers. I do love the NARS Creamy Radiance. I also really like the Sephora brand Bright Future gel cream. The formula is very similar to the NARS, and I was given the Maybelline Master Camo color correctors, and I've been shocked at how good they are. Erin Parsons really has done an amazing job of bringing pro quality products to Maybelline. Clearly, I'm obsessed with perfect skin. I carry all of these different concealer formulas because they all work in different ways. Clé de Peau gives a beautiful coverage, but there's a limited color range. This Laura Mercier is incredible, but you don't always need that much coverage. The Ben Nye is incredible for color correction. This Cogendo is really beautiful for depth and dimension, the Le Maquillage Pro and the Paris Berlin in that palette, and then the Maybelline color correctors all do different things, and I can color match anyone in the world with these colors. Powder is a huge deal. I am a big fan of loose powder much more than pressed, but these Ben Nye palettes are super convenient for being able to carry on set. I go old school with the powder. I mean, T. Leclerc and Makeup Forever HD, Danessa Myricks makes some really beautiful powders for skin of color, and then some basic neutralizing mattifiers and translucents. Most of the time when I contour, I underpaint, but when I don't, I love these three. I love the Cogendo Maivshani, I love the Viseart, and this custom palette that I put together from Troy Surratt. These colors I can contour pretty much anybody. Don't know if you've noticed a trend with all this Viseart. With these three blush palettes, I have almost every color I could ever need, and when there is a color that Viseart doesn't make, I found it in Surratt, and the formulas are both beautiful. So you can't talk about structure in a face without talking about brows. And lighting makes a big difference. If you've got a lot of really strong light, you're going to need a brow powder. You're just not going to get the same coverage with a pencil that you do with a powder. But if you're in a situation where you need to draw on individual hairs, your best bet is with a pencil. I'm obsessed with these brow gels. The one from Make is super strong. The Surratt brow one is beautiful. Those two from Maybelline are shockingly good. And this one from Iconic London is kind of like a soap and wax combined. They sent it to me and I've been shocked at how good it is. I know I do have a lot of eyeliner pencils, but considering that two are different waterproof formulas, one is not, and then the rest of these are different neutral colors and different shades, I feel justified in carrying that many, especially those different clarifying colors. So I really only use a few mascara formulas. Because I've always used disposables my entire career, I've never gotten into finding a brush I liked. What I've done is found a disposable that I like as far as building volume and thickness, and then I found formulas that work well with the disposables. And that's how I've always done it. I do carry 4 bajillion different shades of neutral lip liners. I found that a lot of the work that I do, I end up really defining the lip and building the color up more with a lip liner than I do with an actual lipstick. My favorites are these ones from 3 Custom Color, especially once you get into these browns. The different tones and the color options are just really beautiful. I'm a huge fan. These are lipstick palettes that I custom made. I use these on set. If I'm doing a red carpet client, I bring individual lipsticks and give them to them, but this is what I use for set work. I don't carry a lot of glosses right now. I'll carry colors that I can use to intensify or to lighten or to change the visual effect of the finish. The majority of what I do with lips right now happens with liner and color. Most of my clients aren't in a place where they ask for a lot of glossy lips, and I do swap items in and out of my kit all the time. But, you know, trends are cyclical. Who knows? In another year, it could be all gloss all the time. Clearly, the majority of color that I use in my kit is Viseart. I have yet to find anything that gives me the same quality and consistency of product as they do. And I know that no matter what lighting and environmental situations I put it through, it's always going to hold up and have my back. I do also like some of the Tom Ford colors, and the Pat McGrath colors are beautiful, and there are a lot of other brands out there as well. But I know that Viseart 100% will always do what I need it to do. I love the formula on these 2 Tom Ford palettes, Honeymoon and Nude Dip. And I love light matter and dark matter from Viseart. They're cream shadows that intensify what you put over the top. I thought I'd show you how I do my layout for most jobs. If it's just going to be one talent, I always have neutral mattes and then whatever additional colors I need. If I use primer, it's always Air Atelier. And I try to keep the smallest number of items out as possible just because that reduces the likelihood of something happening to all of my kit. I like to work smarter, not harder, so I've set my kit up that I can just walk in, put it on the table, open it up, flip these up, and pretty much work straight out of it. Anyone who's worked with me knows I'm a little OCD, and I like things to always be the same way as far as my setup. I try to make sure that every single item that's in my kit has a home. So here's a time lapse of how everything gets packed back up so that there's no wasted space and no superfluous product. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned some things and got some new ideas, and this is a multi-part series, so stay tuned for more on building a kit.